Hey, this is Carla from the Butcher Babies.
This is George nooras-corner-official from Cannibal Corpse.
Hey, this is Rex from Kill Devil Hill. It's Wednesday 13. This is Daz from Devil Driving.
This is Motorist from Quad. You're listening to Rabid Noise
on Rabid Radio.
Turn it up.
Hey, Noora, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
How's everything going?
It's great. I have to say that it's kind of, I feel now pretty unstressed because we got the new album done and now it's, of course, we have a lot of things to do, preparing the tour, but it's something that I love to do, so it's kind of, it doesn't feel like working. And then there has been a lot of interviews and email interviews that I have done, and yeah, it feels like now I'm really doing the things that I'm supposed to do.
And at least you can do those in your pajamas.
Yeah, that is right, and that's how I like it. I'm not always in the battle beach makeup and dressing. I'm really kind of, I like to wear cozy clothing and not kind of representing all the time. But I'm very down to earth kind of nature, the child of nature.
But when you get up there, you gotta suit up, get ready for battle.
Yeah, that's right. Where is my act?
That's exactly right. That's how it's done. Hey, and well, my name's Nev. Anyway, I don't think I introduced myself, but it's definitely nice to meet you, and I am a fan of the band, and I appreciate you joining us on Rabid Noise.
Yeah, it's a pleasure and it's an honor because, this is the first time, with this album that we get this much interest from Australia. Before with the previous albums, I don't recall that I have ever done an interview with the previous albums to Australia. So I feel like we got your attention now.
I did like the last one. I thought it was great. Well, you're about to release the stunning new Battle Beast album, Bringer of Pain, on February 17, and I have to say it's hard not to be in a good mood after hearing it. It makes you feel really good.
Well, that's the point, in that album, and you can actually, I believe that the positive energy that comes from that album, it is because we have this positive energy in the band right now, and the atmosphere is very kind of laid back, but still very professional and more professional than before. And also we've all grown together so much during these last couple of years. So and we found a new family member, Joona. So it's a very important aspect also.
And he's settling in all right?
Yes, he's settling. Like, I feel like he's always been in the band. It's amazing. Like for me, he's become a very good friend and a colleague, and our chemistry worked very well. For example, we did together, me and Joona wrote the song Bringer of Pain on the album. And it was so great that actually through that song I found out how he inspires me as a musician and a songwriter. That when I heard when he had done the music for Bringer of Pain, I instantly started to sing the lyrics and the melody to that. It was born very naturally, that song. So and of course, because he's also genetically also a family, he's actually the little brother of Janne, our keyboard player. So and he's been yes, and he's also been a very good friend of this band since the beginning. So he knows the band inside and out, and he really kind of. I feel like even though it wasn't kind of, we didn't choose him right away in the band because we had to think about also other options. We had another spare guitarist during 2015, Osi Maristo. He is very good friend of the band also, and he's really great guy. But in the end, I think that what kind of set the last nail on the coffin was that Joona was on tour with us when we were doing the headlining tour on Holy Savior, and that was the time when we bonded with him the most. And and I haven't regretted it. And I asked him just a couple of days ago, and he said that he hasn't regretted it either. So we're in a good situation with him.
That's amazing. It's funny how sometimes, it seems like the universe works in funny ways.
Yeah,
and funnier.
I've always believed that I'm not a religious person so much, but I've always believed in some way to faith and to fate, and that things always get to their places in some way, in a way or another, and I believe that the separation between us and Anton was also kind of meant to happen, because now there are two bands that do good music and have these kind of 80s vibes in the music, and also I believe and I hope, of course, that the Anton is more happier now. We are most definitely very happy now together. So
that's awesome. That's awesome to hear. And of course, your keyboardist. I'm sorry, forgive my mispronunciation. Is it Janne?
Janne.
Jan. Sorry.
Yes. It's okay, but it's Janne, Joona, Juuso.
It's my Australian, I think. We just,
Yeah, but it's okay, It's okay. I can teach you sometimes, how to pronounce it in Finnish way.
I'm gonna have to learn. I got to learn. And of course, well, he handled the production duties at JKB Studios.
Yes, the JKB Studio is actually the studio that Janne and Joona and one of their friends, Lucas Lönnroos, who is also our sound engineer. They three own the company of JKB. So this is like a very kind of inside club thing that everything is kind of family business here, and I like that very much, that we can use each other's what is the word, services together, and not necessarily use so much outside people.
So I think that it's a good thing when bands have got those connections within, so they can. It makes life a lot easier as well. You don't have to go travel to a studio, and you can do it anytime you like. Have you found that? Like it gave you a lot more time and freedom to get creative?
Yes, definitely, because you don't, and it causes less stress. That we could do recordings and whatever in any time of the day, in the nighttime, in the daytime, as long as less as we want it, that and it gives a lot of freedom to the process, but we didn't just relax and get laid back. We really had to do a lot of job, and but still it gave us a lot of freedom of doing that, and design our schedules in our way, but we still had to do a lot of work all the time to reach the deadlines, so but I think that this was the first album that actually it was on time. It was on schedule this time. So there was a lot of, improvement in that area also.
One thing I found amazing about the album too, and just you as a vocalist as well, is the arrangements of the vocals alone are just mind-blowing. Like, there's so many layers that, each time I listen to it, I've listened to it a few times on my way to work, I hear something new, like something pops out just out of one of the speakers out of the back or something like that. I mean, so many layers. I mean, where do you even start to write those parts, let alone the main vocal parts?
Well, actually, the harmony stuff came in mostly during the recording sessions. That we had the main lead vocals that we, had already pretty much arranged, but they also, when I felt uncomfortable or it didn't work the way it was written, then we just molded a little bit. And then we started, painting really, doing the art. And when we had the lead vocals, I just got so inspired from, what Janne or Jona or Eero or anyone who had written the song. I just got inspired, and it just, the things got born with me and Janne when we were doing together. I was like, hey, here could be like, and then Janne is like, yeah, but then it could go like this, and it was kind of ongoing flow that we had in the recording booth, and trying different things, and yeah, it was so great that I could give all these kind of bursting ideas, that when I get inspired, it's like a ongoing, like, blah, 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 I got this and this and this and this, and then Janne is really good at, also in putting those in the right places, and like and fitting the harmonies, and we had so good kind of working flow in the studio, and I really loved working with Janne because he is really good as a producer. He can make me feel free. Of course, we had sometimes, these arguments, but in the end, we could negotiate the things to go the way both liked. And sometimes I had to, give in, and sometimes Janne gave in, and that's how it goes, But the main thing was to both of us that it's not that like Janne or me has to be right in something, but that the song should sound the best that it can, So that was the goal, and I think we managed pretty well.
No black eyes, no fisticuffs in the street.
Of course, I kicked everybody's ass. No. Yeah, but for being honest, I'm really I have a high temper, but because I'm a very passionate person. But it also goes to the other way. I'm like very loving person. I love to hug everyone. When I see the guys, I always hug them. I buy them things, and I'm really like. I love the guys with all my heart, and I want to take care of them. I'm kind of I have this motherly nature also, but yeah, I also have this kind of lioness in me that I really kind of, if I feel that something is wrong or someone is treated wrong, I'm like I'm coming over, Yeah, but sometimes it's good that the guys are sometimes more calm, and they put the sense in my head. Sometimes I just get a little bit too excited about things.
Sounds a lot like me, actually.
Yeah, but it is like I'm a little bit crazy, but I think that it's always good to be crazy, because as you can see on stage, I can reflect and put that kind of crazy energy in a right place in the right moment, and it's really important that I'm not afraid of what other people think about me when I'm on stage or when I'm in the studio booth. That I'm not thinking, okay, can I do this? Can I do that? but I just do it, and I do it the way that I like to do it. And then if someone else likes it, it's just a bonus, you know.
That's the way to be. I mean, you can't, you know.
Yeah, it's a rock and roll,
not-
you know. Fuck 'em all.
That's it. Well, man, you definitely have one of the best voices in the industry today, and it just blows me away. Where did it start for you? I mean, do you remember that moment that you grabbed the hairbrush and looked in the mirror and said, "This is what I'm gonna do"?
Yes, I remember the moment. The moment was when I was 4 years old, and I watched TV, and I saw this singing competition for children, and I told my parents, I want to be there. I want to be there. I want to be on that stage. I want to, you know, sing and perform to people. And since I was a little, just, you know, just when I started to walk and talk, me and my big brother, we always used to compete about which one of us is the best performer to our parents and their friends in the living room. We had these dancing shows and talk shows, and we had our own theater, you know, that we both had, you know, different roles. And yeah, we both have always been very natural born performers and entertainers, and my brother is also he actually sings as high as I do. He's like super super talented, and he's one of my biggest idols, and he's also an actor, and you know, so we both have this theater in us and the singing thing, and yeah, but yeah, it all started from that. And yeah, I knew already when I was a kid that I want to be in this industry, and I still have the same passion, and you know, I just love to entertain people and give people experiences that they can't have anywhere else.
That's amazing. That's awesome. And of course, where does metal come into it? I mean, who was the was it Halford, or was it Dickinson, or who was it that sparked that metal side of you?
It was actually Iron Maiden's song that tricked me, but that was when I heard my brother singing the Trooper.
Ah, cool.
And then I was like, wow, what is this? Like, oh my God, this is the best shit ever. Because my brother, when I was a teenager, he was, of course, because he's a couple of years older than me, he was in college, and he was his audition. He wanted to get in this heavy metal band, and he used to practice for that. And I didn't even know that he is so good in singing.
Oh, that's awesome, man. And of course, you know, it's. I do, yes. It's my dream to get my ass over there and go to some of the festivals like Wacken and things like that. It's my absolute dream. Do you have a favourite that you've played or gone to?
I think it was Loud Park Festival in Japan or Rockfest Barcelona.
So not over there, it was over Japan. Wow.
Yeah. So in Loud Park, because, you know, we had showtime in 10:30 in the morning in Loud Park, but still it was almost full of people. So, you know, crazy Japanese people. But they were so great, and they are so super polite, and they have a special culture for heavy metal. Like, people come there, they don't even drink necessarily, but they just come there and enjoy music.
I'd love to go to Japan as well. That'd be
yeah,
awesome.
You should. It's really great. It's really great.
Oh, man, that's not that far away either. So
yeah,
from where we are, yeah.
It's much closer to you. You should just take a day trip there.
yeah. Hey, I'll just get my my paddle boat, and I'll just duck over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not quite like that. I'm pretty lazy. But well, the big question, the $1 million question is though, when can we expect to see Battle Beast down here in Australia?
I don't have any answer to that yet, like any specific answer, but I really wish that we could be there, if not this year, then next year. That is like my highest hope, because we love your country, we love your, it's so beautiful out there. So I really wish that we can get there as soon as possible. But all we need is that, fans and the promoters of Australia, you have to start being very active out there. That you really want us there, because if we need the kind of certain amount of fan base in Australia that's good to us to come there, but also we need the finance to come there. There is someone willing to pay of us,
Of course. But I think it's going to happen. I mean, as I said, I love this album, and I know so many other people are absolutely going to love it too. The style of music is really, really big here at the moment in Australia. So I think it's going to happen, and I can't wait. I'll be there, definitely.
That's so great. I hope that it's going to happen soon, and I'm going to talk to a manager, like, no, you have to do something about this.
That guy on the Gold Coast, Nev, he said that he's got beers and a barbecue ready for us. So you gotta come down.
Okay, I'm there.
Awesome, man. Well, we're gonna go to the track King for a Day from Bringer of Pain now. Thanks for hanging on the show with us, and of course, all the best to you and the boys for 2017. And go out there and kick some ass in the name of metal.
Okay, you too. Bye.
All right.